Yeah. Hey, yo, listen.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's go.
So, yo, music is a collaborative effort, man. So this is where I come from, right?
Yeah.
The rules of hip hop, yeah, you must be great by being able to write your own stuff, but that's MCing rules. That's being a lyricist. The key to hip hop, it's not solely about being a lyrical MC. It's about creating great music, right?
Yeah.
I tell people here, in case you ain't know, I am a music producer. For most of my career, I produce hip hop records from mainstream artists to independent aspiring artists, right?
Yep.
This is the guy that I started it all here with. And
yes, indeed. My first producer.
What we were about, he's a bar. He will rip your head off. He will spit them bars and rip your head off. But as a producer, I love that he had that skill. The last thing I care about was that he was able to do that. Last thing I care about.
Exactly.
And why is that? You tell me.
Because you know how I look at it, you know, and how it is, you know, for those of you who are lyricists and are writers, how it is, you know, you come with the talent, like we said, you know, talent, of course, is important. You come with the raw skills, you come with the wordplay, you come with the bars, you come with the hooks, you come with that raw talent, because that cannot be avoided. It can't be ignored. But when I came in the game, you know, I was a straight bars man. You know, I go on 38, 42 bars, you know, straight battle rap.
48.
I'm going 48 bars, 38 bars. I'm coming at you strong.
On a song,
you know, I mean,
by the way.
On a song, by the way. No hook, just raw talent. Just, I mean, when it come to battle rapping, I'm just giving it to you raw. But doing that, being able to do that,
Pause.
and make good songs are two different things. It took direction from Unseen Products. It took direction. It took, okay, you know what? Breathe here. Add this cadence here. You know, it's not all about battling. Some songs require lyrical prowess. Some songs require more flow. You know, less dynamics, less complicated. So what I'm saying is, when it comes to creating songs, write songs, I also I can stand the date right now and tell anybody who knows me, no one ever wrote nothing for me. I had no ghostwriters. And this is anybody who knows me from Queens, from down south, you know I write all my bars. But I have to say, in all honesty, that having direction from producers that have been in the game, like Unseen Products, telling me, okay, listen, man, you know, spit it like this. Maybe don't go so hard on this one. You know, maybe stretch your cadence out. Stretch this bar. You know, give me 16 bars and a hook. Matter of fact, put this bridge in here. Those things here, although I had the talent and the raw skill, these things crafted me, you know, and showed me, okay, it's not all about da 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 da. It's more about, okay, let's finesse this one here, depending on what you're doing. You're doing a track for the ladies. You're doing a club banger. You know, it's not all street stuff. So like I'm telling you, direction I had. I'd be a liar if I said I didn't have direction. I wasn't crafted to be a good songwriter. A bar spitter, freestylist, writer, songwriter, these are all different things. They're all of the same component, but they're all different things. And the direction I had was made me the person I am today. Definitely.
Yeah, 100. And this is where I give it to Drake. See, because Drake is not a top MC lyricist. He's not. And he'll never be in that top list. However, Drake is a great songwriter, because Drake is about creating a great song ultimately.
Exactly.
It's the ending product. And and you have to have a collaborative effort in order to create great songs. It's never one individual. And this is where me and you came in, right? Because I, as a producer, right, think Gangstar and, you know what I'm saying, DJ Premier and Guru, or think Eric Sermons and Paris Smith, EPMD, think Dog Pound, think Havoc and Prodigy. That was me and him, right? Yeah. And my approach is, it wasn't just about the beats. As much as I make the beats, when I make the beat, I'm thinking about how he already spit. And I know how he spit. By the way, I love, like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, my dude ain't a lot of dude can spit, you know what I'm saying? Spit as nice as him. But I'm like, yo, what we got to do is create a song that people going to like, right?
Exactly.
Because like I told you, you're not writing for you. So let's create a song that the people are going to like. So it got to a point where, like you said, I never wrote your bar, but what started happening? I would write the song. I'll come to you. I'll tell you, yo, the song's going to be about this.
Yep.
Take this, write about this. You write the hook. I'm like, no, we're not doing that hook. I'll write a hook.
Yeah.
Or we'll write a hook.
Yeah.
And about writing your bars, but the point, we will collaborate, play the assist game, pass it around, create a dunk, and then we came up with something. We've done that enough until we got to a point where we got better and better at it, where we were creating bangers, which y'all get to hear at some point. But it's to say that we took that collaborative approach. And if you look at it, man, one thing I will say, and the message is here, is for artists to think about, get off the prideful MC top lyricist stuff. Leave that for Jadakiss and them. That's hip hop. But if you want to create great music, I'm gonna tell you right now, all of the greatest project that you ever heard in hip hop have had that approach. The Chronic, Dre and them talked about when they recorded, everybody get in the room and everybody start to contribute lyrics. It didn't matter who it was. Snoop Doggy Dogg, like Drake say, were known to be one of the greatest. Snoop had 100% ghostwriter.
Yeah.
DOC,
true indeed.
Corrupt was writing his stuff.
Yep.
Y'all know Eazy and Dr. Dre and them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just to say that collaborative approach is what's gonna make the great song. Work with a producer. If the producer doesn't have that doesn't have that kind of skill, yes, the seasoned writer might have to bring that person in and help create that, you know what I'm saying, get on that same wavelength with them, like homie said, and you know what I'm saying, start to build a vibe that y'all both can go off of. So let's support that a little bit, because we've seen some of the greatest. This is a perfect example, right? Because these two people are known to be some of the greatest. And this is one of the greatest hip hop songs of all time, and look how it came about.
Yeah. Jay-Z is one of the hottest artists and hottest writers out there in hip hop. I had to step into the artist position and say, okay, yo, can you do this for me? And he stepped to the table and brought the noise. Wrote me a hit record.
But on that reference track, I'm doing Dre and Snoop's vocals like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Still. The reference track, it sounds like them. The Foxy reference, I'm glad nobody can find it. Yeah, but but you gotta have a somewhat like a reverence for them. Like obviously, like, you know, the music they were making in the Chronic and all that. You know
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Notice Jay-Z's approach to it, right? Creating like how they would think. So it's just to say, having that collaborative mindset, man, is really what's going to create greatness. Because Jay-Z knew that this was going to be a hit, because this is Dr. Dre. That's all he was doing at that time, putting out a hit. But even in his mindset, put that to the side, he knew that, how do I make sure this works for those guys? Let me take an approach, my pen skills, but I have to make sure it sounds good enough, because people don't want to hear them do sounding like Jay-Z.
Exactly. But like we said earlier with us, you have to have, like Jay-Z just said, you have to have a reverence of how this person gets down. And Jay-Z went into the game, went into the studio with Dre and him, knowing, okay, this is how this sounds. This is how Dre gets down. This is how they get down. So with that in mind, let me add to them. You have to know and have a kind of like a history, an experience of how this person gets down. It's how me and you did it. This man's background in music. This man knows how I rap. Like he said earlier, he knows how I spit. He knows how I bring it to the table. So all he did was kind of crafted it and kind of catered what I brought to the table, And it's go back to the old philosophy, man. A man is strong, but it's strength in numbers. Two minds are better than one. Two minds thinking alike is way better than one. It always works. And collaboration is always better, man. Always better to get different, to get fresh ideas. Always better. Always
Facts. So I think, it's about time that rappers, rappers been doing it. They just always prideful about it. But the idea, man, being more open-minded about it, as opposed to pretending you're the GOAT who wrote this, and just get out there, let it be known, man. Collaborate with writers more. You get better result, because all of the greatest songs in hip hop came from multiple people writing them as opposed to one. And we're gonna see this right here. Check this out. Speaking of Dre, check out somebody who recently worked with Dre, and look how he broke down that process. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Dr. Dre's session. I come. As soon as I press play, we do 3 records in one night. Then I come back, Dre works on the record that he's doing, that he rapped on. So I say, let me rap on that. He's like, Everett's gonna rap, because I didn't rap on nothing. So I said, let me do your style how you rhyme and how you put your records together. So I was writing some rhymes with him. And he was like, yo, we don't do that here. You know, Dre would say the cadence, and then we would all say a rhyme, and then if the rhyme sounds good, then we would put that down. So there's no writing. It's just 16 bars of whatever the freestyle may be, and if we like it. So the process was something I'd never seen before in my life and never experienced in my life, getting produced by somebody, you know? Yeah. And then being able to use their method of writing the record. It makes you not want to do that no more. Like, that method is undeniably, you can't go wrong, because you got a room of people that is agreeing with the line, and if the line is not right, then it doesn't go. So everything is right, if I can say whether, you know what I'm saying? And my verse was spectacular.
It's like vocal producers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he would stack the vocals 5 times, like one ad-lib, but like if one word says great, he would stack it 5 times. It doesn't make sense when you're doing it, but when you hear it back, everything was like, yo, this is crazy. I watched him do it with Snoop and everything too. After the cadence, he'd be like, so the cadence would be there, put words to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
As you can see, this man here, EPMD, Eric Sermon, one of the greats, pioneer. Even he realized he learned something from Dre's direction. He learned something, that collaboration is better. A room, like he said, a room full of producers, a room full of
writers, not producers, of writers. And even though the process is different than he was used to, but they were writing line by lines. One person write a line, another person write a line.
Line by line. But what were they focused on? They were focused on the finished product, on the collaboration, on the finished product. And this man is an MC by anybody's definition.
This dude was producing hits since the 80s.
The 80s, pioneer, bedrock of
89.
One of the things, yeah, of some of the stuff hip hop is laid on. But this man even realized that, you know what? Collaboration, music is about collaboration. It's about different ideas. A room full of writers giving ideas, but they were concerned about the finished product. The finished product is what's really important. There's nothing wrong with writing your bars, nothing wrong with getting off, showing people your skill. It takes skills to do this type of thing. It takes creativity, it takes raw talent, and that's true. But collaboration, different ideas, different minds bouncing off each other.
That's it, man.
The finished product.
That's it. Yo, it's all about the finished product. And I'm going to just close with saying this. At the end of the day, man, that's just what you got to look at. Are we getting an amazing product that we all can sit back and enjoy and say, this is this heat and the people going to love? Understand, Eric Sermon created some hit records. Some you don't know it for him because it wasn't for himself. It's for other people, including The Weeknd and them, right? But after 30-some years producing hit, this guy's still amazed at a new process that he just came across. So that just goes to show you how profound collaboration can be, as opposed to just one to say, yo, man, I write my own balls. I'm great.
Yeah. Strong collaboration, man. The strength in numbers, man. In any aspect of life, there's strength in numbers, man. Like I said,
know what I'm saying?
More is better than one. Yes, indeed.
Hey, yo, listen. It's like this. You could be the MVP, but you never win a championship. The team that win the championship gets the ring, not the MVP, not the MVP player. So you could be, I want to be the writer that write my own shit, or you could be the team that wins the championship. Everybody win. You're now a championship player as opposed to being just the MVP.
Yes, indeed.
But some people will argue, oh, well, MVP don't get no, you know what I'm saying, bonus, but
exactly. You're the MVP, most valuable player, but the role players get you to be MVP. No one man wins the game. You know what I mean? You have engineers, you have promo. No one man wins the game. You can't do it all by yourself. It's good to have talent. It's necessary to have talent. But understand this, music and life itself is all about collaboration, man. It's all about different minds, different ideas coming together.
All about collaboration. Let's collaborate. Yo, man, I just wanted to follow up. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this and we were like, yo, let's just follow up on this angle a little bit because there's a whole lot more to touch on. You know what I mean? Because again, this is what we do, man. We are creators ourselves. We people who do music, right? So we're not just here to talk from out of our ass, but just we love this and we want to be constructive about it as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to encourage a lot of cats, a lot of the fans to kind of understand what really is what we do, but what is necessary. But also, if you're doing this, man, just to be more open-minded, because I think sometimes people get caught up in the competition stuff, and I realize how creativity can take you out of here if you don't just get caught up in competing, but collaborating. You know what I'm saying? So with that, we up out of here, man.
We up out of here, man.
Unseen.